everybody. I wanted to share with you a project that I'm working on, and then you'll be seeing the rest of it later. This was actually a flat Christmas stocking that I had picked up last year from Hobby Lobby, and it was discounted from $11.99 to, I want to say, like a couple dollars, you know, whenever they start putting all their Christmas stuff on sale. So I just wanted to share before I start decorating it. I'm actually filling it instead of having a flat boot. I filled it up, and I'm going to seal the top just by hot gluing it. So I've been using my polyfill that I have and filled it up pretty full because I want to go all the way around with my decor. And it's going to be something that you don't have to just hang up. It's got a loop there, but you can also just sit it against something like a pillow on your sofa or whatever. So, and something that you probably could have all year round and not just for the holidays, because it's just a fancy boot. I always wanted to do a boot, and this is the best thing that I got. And Jane, if you're watching Alter Junkie, this is the same boot that I sent for you, so maybe you get some ideas of what to do with it. So, you know, just wanted to show you that before I did fill it, and I really stuffed it in there pretty good. I even filled, because you can fill the heel. And now I'm just going to seal it and then decorate it. I didn't want to decorate it after I didn't want to fill it after I've decorated it, because I am going to be using hot glue, and you know, it does get stiff, and I didn't want to have parts that aren't going to you know, round off like it is now. So I don't know if I could put more in there, but I'll just see. So that's why I filled it first, so I have my shape and I can just glue around, and I won't have any parts that will look wonky. At least I hope so. Alright, so I will return. I just wanted to come back and kind of show you how I'm gluing this, because it's not going to be easy if it's open. I'm going to stick some stick pins that I have in here to close it just below that seam that it has. And this way it'll close it, it'll keep it keep it closed. Hold it closed while I just glue and pinch. So I'm going to keep this loop here, so just wanted to share that little tidbit just in case. And also the trims that I'm going to be using, I believe these are all from Natasha's Scrapbook Corner. I don't know if she still has these, but I think that's where they're from. I've had them for a while, so I was looking for some big pieces to cover this boot up really nice, and that's going to look so pretty. And then I want to see if I could try to use this pink, very light pink Christmas trim that also is from Hobby Lobby, and I think I got it 50% off from $3.99. I have the blue one on my little tree, so I figured this would be cute. And again, I could leave it out all year round, because it's not really, it is for Christmas, but it doesn't look like it too much. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm liking how it looks so far. Hi everybody, I have my finished boot, my stocking that is now a boot. It's not going to be easy showing you, but I'm going to try. So, let's see. I'm going to bend it just so you can see how this part dangles. Okay. So, I went into my hoard vault and pulled out a lot of things that I rarely use, and I just used like appliques, wedding appliques that I had. I actually bought a nice, I think like a couple of lots from Jane, Alter Junkie, a while back. She had found a dress and cut it up and, you know, sold the pieces and everything, so I was lucky to get my hands on some of it, and I did use quite a bit of it on here. I'll point them out. This big piece, I don't know where I got this from. If I want to say I got it at a thrift store. And it has like a tool, like a soft tool in the back, and then some sparklies in there. But I mainly use it as a like a cover up to cover the majority of the boot. It's about maybe this much. You only see a little bit peeking, and you barely even see the little blings that are on there, but that's okay. I mainly use it for cover up. So I wasn't sure how much I wanted to cover as far as the original fabric, you know. It was pretty, but I ended up, you know, overdoing it. Well, not overdoing it, just covering up. I used some of this gorgeous trim here that's been in my stash for a while, and I really want to say that it's from Natasha's Scrapbook Corner, so hopefully it's from her shop, and maybe she still has some, I don't know. Also this type of trim here, I'll have to look it up, and I'll post a link down below to make sure. I also used this one here that someone, I believe someone gave me this one here. But I just, you know, pulled out things. I think I used this one here. And I did do some of this live on Periscope. I don't think I used that. I did use some of this. So if you ever want to see anything live from me, you want to follow me on Periscope, it's KSP by Louisa. I used one of these toys, and I really wish that I had picked up more because they're they're a lot softer than I expected. And this is from Michael's, or I picked it up at Michael's, but it's Recollections. Actually, I think Recollections is a Michael's brand. I don't know. Anyway, there were two in here, and I used one. I cut it in half and scrunched it up, and I used it in my flower arrangement. And I did use a lot of the trim from Hobby Lobby that I showed you. And I actually had this dangling over here, but I didn't like the way it looked, so I pulled it out. So I just kept it in case I want to use it for something else. So I still have some of that left in case I want to use it for something else. And this is what was left of one of the pieces, so you could use that for something. And then this is part of a trim, just extra pieces. Okay, so I absolutely love the way it came out, and it's now more dimensional than just a flat stocking. This is the front. So the idea of filling it up worked out for me. I even finished the back. I had hot glued shut the top. I left the loop in case you want to hang it, but I'm going to just sit it as a decoration on my little chair that's beside me. It's a nice little cushy chair. So when I'm not sitting there, I could just put this there. Okay, so where do I start? I guess we'll start from up here. Actually, I started from down here. My first layer was this particular one, and it goes all the way around. And I just used hot glue for everything. So this was like a perfect piece to go around. And it goes like up to maybe around here. So it's a nice big, let's see, where is it? So it's this thing right here. So yeah, about yay. And then I layered it with this other one, which is white. So it's all like different colored or different shades. Again, they all go all the way around. And then what I did was I laid that big piece here, this one. So that goes like from here to here. So I just covered most of this gold design here, which was like a poinsettia design, I think, or something like that. So that goes all the way around as well. And it's not, because this is like perfectly straight this way, when you lay it down, you're going to have extra fabric. So I kind of scrunched it and glued at the same time. And you can see a little bit of the wrinkle here. But later on I had, added more so you wouldn't see all of that. So I just wanted it to be more shaped like the boot. So once I put this down, I added this big doily here, this cream one, which I think is one of the Michael's ones. And then I went and did the back with a smaller one because I didn't have another one the same size and color. So I just used a smaller one in the back. Back here you could see more of the that fabric with the bling on there. So then we go back to the fronts. where I added a piece of this, and it actually was a long piece. It went short and then it had this shape, so it just kept going. So I cut a piece for this side and then another one for this side, and they had met on each side at that time, but then later on I covered it up with this. I need to get some hot glue going because I see a loose bead. Let me turn that on. You know, when you cut up appliques, wedding appliques, you're going to have, you know, loose beads and sequins, so you want to either remove them or hot glue them down. Anyway, so after I put those pieces down, I started working on the top, I believe, and I'm going to show you the back side because the front I covered a lot. So I started off with this dangly trim here, which I have no more of. If I do, it's in another drawer, but I use whatever I had left on the cardboard. So that goes all the way around, and then this one here, which is more of what was here, and then this one, let's see if you could see it there, that one there. And while I was live, I wasn't sure if I was going to use this, so I had asked, what do you think I should put here? And I kind of, you know, showed this, and Jennifer was on a trace of sparkles, so she thought that looked good, so I went ahead and just put that down. So thank you, Jennifer, because I wasn't sure if it was going to look good, and it does. And so I went around the whole thing with that. So then that's when I think I took a break, and is this on yet? Nope, it's not hot yet. So then when I was off camera, I went and completed it, and what I did was I put another one of these same pieces that I used, this here, and put it around the tip of the shoe, which came out really nice. I didn't think I was going to cover that part up, but I ended up doing that, and it looks really cool. And then on the heel, I added a little more trim of a different dangle that I have here, and I think all these dangles are from NSK. I could be wrong, but there. And then on top of it, I put some more of the pink with the pearl or the beads, and those are from Hobby Lobby. Okay, so then of course, you know, I looked at it, and I felt like I needed to put something in the front and back here where these seams were, because you could see my cuts. So to camouflage that, I put this pretty, it's a puffy flower with the center here with gold lining, and it's just the right shade of pink, and that is from Natasha Scrapbook Corner. And then I just made a bow in seam binding to finish that back. So my back is finished and pretty. And then in the front, again, I had that seam, and it actually, to me, in my eyes, it looked worse. So I ended up putting a lot more. I just put this other applique here. I'm not sure if that was one of the from the lot or if it was from somebody else, but it's this huge piece and kind of goes around on one side here. And down here, I put another piece, and this one is kind of shaped like so. So it's like a triangle, actually, like, and that just finished my whole front. And then what I did was I needed like a focal point there. I put one of my crocheted flowers that I had done in a coordinating color, and then a gold bling center that I believe is also from Natasha Scrapbook Corner, and it was perfect. I need to cut this, because if not, it's just, I think it's the glue that's holding it together. Okay, this should be ready now. Get that on there. Okay, so then the last part was I added 2 swags of this bead it with the ribbon. And then on this side where the swag meet, I just put another one of Natasha's Scrapbook Corner flowers, just a little something, because this is the back, but I still wanted it to be finished. And on the front where the swag met, I made a small cluster of flowers with mostly fabric flowers, and another seam binding bow, and it's like a double bow like the other one. And here is that crochet doily that I had cut in half, and I just scrunched it and put it back here because there is gold in this boot. And then I just added flowers, large ones in white and pink, and they have little steaming inside. And 1, 2, 3, 4 of these like bud flowers, and there's gold on them too, and they're cream with organza and a little bit of gold, so really pretty, matched perfectly. So that pretty much is it. So really pretty, and all it was just positioning and hot gluing everything down. And I really, really like how it came out. So I'm just sitting this again on my little chair that's by me there. And I love how it is. You know, I could have left it, not filled it up, and it still would have looked pretty, but just turning it into like a little decorative pillow is more a better idea for me, and I could leave it out all year round because it doesn't really scream Christmas. It doesn't look like a Christmas stocking anymore. And it's just pretty, and I didn't have to do much to the actual fabric of it. Actually, this part is nice and soft considering. And yeah, so I love the way it came out. And that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.